Uh, nope, we're not signing out, Dip. How come it's not going live? Let's see, where's my camera? Now, this thing is sideways anyway. It's supposed to be like this. There we go. That's better. Now, if I could figure out why I can't get it on my TV screen. Hmm. You tell me the battery's dead already. Let's go. Come on. Search, home, music, descriptions. Where the hell is I'm supposed to be live right now? There it is. Me. It's not showing me. Nope. And I don't know who's here. Who's in here watching? I can't even see because I don't know how to hook this up to my. I'm trying to hook this up to my TV. If somebody can leave a comment under one of my videos, because I have the code for the TV, so I can get rid of this, but it's not really working. Mofo drive. What the heck is that? Who are you? Um, nope. I think it's supposed to be live chat, isn't it? Yes, I'm live. Who are you? What's with this mofo driver stuff? I turned it the other way because it only does a little tiny section like this when it's this way. And that's not showing my. Who am I? The guy that's got the 57 Chevy. That's who I am. Rich 220 Automotive Restoration. Yes. And Mopar Al lookalike. How you doing, One Eye Cat? What's up? Hey, Unfinished. How you doing, buddy? I wish they'd stop vanishing. I don't know why the chat keeps disappearing. Oh, yeah, but it's the chat that keeps going in and out. How I get it to stop doing that on my phone? I'm sitting here having fun. I'm putting together Hot Wheels tracks. I bought three, four of them. One is the Ultimate Garage. The other one is I don't know what the heck it is, like some kind of centipede thing or whatever. And another one's a volcano. And then I got like these tracks. It's just to annoy the heck out of my brother. Got to have some fun with him. Yeah, but I don't even know how to get this to go on the TV. Like I already got the code to link this with the TV, but it's not showing me on the TV, and I don't get it. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, it's supposed to be a smart TV, and it's acting dumb. Well, I know you're one of my subs, mofo, but the thing is I never seen that name before. That's what really has got me baffled. Ah, come on, really? Get up here. Uh, well, I'm surprised there's that many people in here. Really, to be honest with you, I didn't think there would be that many people in here on that short of demand. Well, it looks like I got the heater for the carport, but I will only be able to work in there, for a limited amount of time because there's not a lot of room in there. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm fat. I'm sorry, but that's what happens when you're laid off from work from COVID and you don't go back until August. And I can't seem to get rid of it either. So, and I want to start working on the olds as well because I don't want that sitting out there forever either. That's another hard to find car as far as I know. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, one-eyed cat. We got five in here now. All you people that are just sitting in the background, don't be afraid to say hi. I don't bite. Unless you piss me off, then it's another thing. Yeah, so I did a little bit of shopping today. I went and got myself an espresso machine. I don't even know if I'm going to like it, but I figure what the hell, when you're a single guy and you don't have, somebody you're coughing up money to every week, why not? I don't think you guys will actually see the inside of my house, really, but it's kind of a mess. But this is the other things that I do. I restore those. Yeah, I got them all over the house, and then I finally I got to stop buying stuff because I've been buying stuff left and right, 9 ways to Sunday, and I got so much stuff in here now. It's like I don't even know what the heck to do with it. Hey, out of order. How you doing there, buddy? I don't even have subs in here yet. So if you want to be subs when I go live, just leave me a comment or something, and we'll work on that. I wonder if they would actually demonetize my live video for playing music from YouTube. What? Sell the olds? It's got a 455 rocket unfinished, but it's got to be fixed up first. I can't sell it like that. That's fine if I don't want to get nothing for it. And anyway, the 57 pretty much has everything it needs. The only thing I'm missing now is just glass panes. I need all four, door glass panes. And what is it? A runner board molding for the driver's side. That's it. I'm done. It has all the parts back on it that somebody previously took off of it. And I have all the stuff in order to do the interior too. I just got another 8 yards of turquoise fabric. So I got black and I got turquoise, and that's what I'm going to do. At the top, the headliner is going to be black. The seats are going to be turquoise and black, and then the top outside the car is going to be black with the turquoise bottom. And everybody's telling me don't put that sound barrier stuff up in there when I put the headliner up, but it still has the original sound barrier stuff up there. No mouse is eating away at it. It's still there. It's intact. So it's just a matter of taking the fabric from the old headliner out and pulling the rods out, and then fitting the headliner over the rods, and then the fun begins. How you have to tuck this and move that and whatever. But I also have that rope stuff that goes around the door frames for inside. The only thing I really need to get is the weather stripping for um, the end of the door itself, to keep the rain and everything out. That's it. But that can come in time. I mean, I'm not going to sit myself to do like uh, 500,000 things at once. I got to sit down, man. My back is killing me. Hold on a second. Let me move this over here. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out how to put one of the Hot Wheels tracks together. It's that there. I don't know if you can see it all, but it's a you know million and one pieces, and right now I'm not really in the mood to deal with this, so I'm going to put this off to the side, and I'll put this camera somewhere else. For the Dart, huh? It's crazy, almost drivable. Yeah. Mine, I have to redo the head gaskets because I listened to too many people and they give me so much BS about this, that, and the other thing. And I found out that the gaskets didn't take, so there. That should work. Put this stuff all over here just to get it out of the way for now. And I buy these tracks just to annoy the hell out of my brother. Hey, JB, it's time to do a short, JB. I'm still waiting for Buck, but I'm sure he ain't going to come in here. He's probably busy doing something else. Man, it's like a million and one pieces, these things. No wonder why they don't want kids putting them together. All right, let me see if I can do that here. Hold on. There we go. Unfinished project is now a mod. There you go. I want the TV. I want the blank screen. It's been in limbo too long. Buck is probably at work. Yeah. Okay, I gotta check you out. Cause I mean, I know he's a sub, but not a sub. Yeah, he's a sub, but I've just never seen the name. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because I don't do many lives. That up there for now. At least I got some room to maneuver around a bit. Pushing is. Oh yeah, that's it. That's typical. Stay. See, what is it? DD Speed Shop, when he goes online, he's looking at a TV. Now, I did the code from the TV and punched it into the phone, but it's not showing this. I don't get it. Who is this? Oh, JB, you want a wrench? Is that what you're saying, JB? Hang on. Well, why don't you reappear again? Next time somebody talks, it'll show. Okay. Let's see. Unfinished. You're already a mod, so we got to go with JB, and we'll make him a mod. There you go. Now you got to do some shorts, JB. Well, you're one now too. So who's out? Let me see. Out of order garage. Okay, hold on. And there we go. All right. And we got to reserve a space for Buck. Okay. It means that if somebody says something rude or obnoxious, or they try and pick fights with people or something like that, they get booted out. That's what it means. Not a problem, buddy. I'm trying to see if what's his name, Bubba Ayers, comes in here. It's another guy I know that I wanted to make a mod. Did you want to be a mod too, Mofo? Speak up. Closed mouth don't get fed. Okay. Okay. Try plugging your phone into your TV. Oh. Yeah, but you know what I got it. You know what how big that TV is? It's 75-inch. And it's like precariously balanced on top of the, I want to call it the liquor cabinet, because that's what my ex-wife used to use it as, but I don't use it as that. Ugh, I really got to lose this gut. Let's try and cut back on my eating, man, because I'm getting way too heavy. My thing is that I've been buying stuff left and right, like for the past, the hell was it? Past, I must have spent over $1,000 just this week myself. Between uh, hey, Bubba, hold on a second. Gotta get you. There we go. All right, man. I just wanted to make sure you were a mod, because you always comment my videos and stuff. So you know. See, don't really. Well, what the heck to talk about? And I don't think you can bring anybody in here while you're on your phone, right? Can you do that or no? Or nobody knows that either? Yeah, not so much for that. Man, this thing's got to have at least 40, 50 parts to it. Oh, one little tiny piece right here. Get that out of here too. And then this. What the hell that is? As an invite button, haven't figured it out yet myself. Yeah, well, I do have a Chromebook But right now I have uh, the espresso machine on top of it. So, I really can't open that up. If you use StreamYard, you can have a panel. Let's see, HTTP. Oh, all right. What's StreamYard? Do you have a link? But I can't do it now, right? Because I'm already live with this. So, where's he at? Where's the old man in the shop? Oh man, keeps disappearing. Oh, here it goes. Hey, old man, guess what you are? 62 customizing. Mm-hmm. All right. That's a good. Oh, by the way, guys, when I go live, my baby brother may show up here. He's also a moderator. Don't give the rent. Don't give him the wrench. Don't give who the wrench? Why not? Why not, JB? Enjoying your content in the car. Was glad to hear it. Yeah, it does. It does run, Bubba. But the problem is the head gaskets didn't take. So I actually have to redo it again. I got another head gasket kit, but I'm not in the mood really to be out there in a carport, freezing my butt off, trying to rip heads off again, and then have everything start to rust. So I may wind up holding off until the spring. I mean, I do have that heater, but that thing, I don't plan on keeping that out there. That's like a grab bag for somebody. That's a $500 item, easy. So, and I bought that a few years ago. I haven't even fired it up yet. That's one of those electric start ones. The diesel jet propulsion heaters. Oh, we lost two. Let's see, what else am I thinking I gotta do? Ooh, see, the funny thing is about the Oldsmobile is the seats are pretty much intact. They're bucket seats. Yeah, I don't have a garage. I have a carport, Bubba. That's it. I have a tarp underneath it, and then the carport goes over the top of it, and I have the 57 in there, and then I zip it down so that way nothing gets on the car. Now it does leak a little bit up in the top part of the carport, but not enough to really worry about it. So I just make sure everything's closed so that way I don't wind up with watermarks. Did you chase the? No, I didn't take it off yet. I didn't take them off again. I left them. I haven't touched it. I mean, if I want to go out there and start it, I could still start it. Yeah. Well, if any of you guys know where to get four glass panes, yes, my 57 is a four door. Oh well, it's still a 57 Chevy Bel Air, high class, with the numbers matching engine and trans. So yeah, You see, up the thing is with this area that I live in, they won't even allow you to have like a shed, like a solid structure, because they want it up on cinder blocks or something. I'm like, I'm not going through all that. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? Drive the car up and down drive it into the shed, and then take the bricks out of the way and lock it up. Well, I don't know. It might be. There is a guy up the street, up on what is that? I think it's 46. There's an Amish guy named Mike, but I don't know how much he charges for those things. And I'm sure some of them are big enough you could put a car in it. You know, and if anything, I just want to put that car in it. To me, the 57 is more important than the 69 olds. Really, you know. I mean, I've done the most work to it in a little bit of time that I've had it. And the ironic thing was the guy that I bought it off of, I didn't even go and see the car. It was in an aircraft hangar at an airport. And the guy wanted $2,500 for it. Well, actually, he wanted 3,000, and I cut him down to 25, and then I gave him $500 to tow it up here to my house, sight unseen. And he turned around and told me that the car didn't run at all. And the next day, I put fluid in everything, and sure enough, it started right up and moved forward and moved backward. The only problem was is I didn't put any Marvel's Mystery Oil in it in order to lube everything up. So, but those pistons were old anyway. There's a good possibility they deteriorated to the point where the top of the piston separated from the bottom. But the bottom of the piston, the apron, was still sliding up and down on the cylinder wall, and the connecting rod itself was still in the middle. So that's the reason why it didn't destroy the cylinder walls. And I'm talking, what is it, number 2 cylinder and number 3 cylinder. So one on each side. I'm back. It wasn't a fun thing trying to figure this out either, believe me. Because I had to close. I'm right here, unfinished. Hello? Can you see me? Hello? Let's see. Top chat, live chat, all messages are visible. There we go. I'm right here. And everybody left. Now that I got back online, everybody disappeared. I know. Can you hear me? Unfinished? Can you hear me too? Turn back up the volume, so hopefully that works. I had to go and bounce out and then come back, and then it said something about resume. So I clicked that after going through half a million other things. Yeah, I know. Some of them will, not all of them. Good. All right. Yeah, it was a real pain, but I figured it out. Oh, no, there goes the camera. Ah, let's get these cushions out of here because this cushion is almost completely off the couch. Ah, that's better. Okay. See if I can put this in here somehow. Maybe and keep it. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I had to go through a bunch of crap in order to figure out my way back here, but I did. Uh, oh, yeah, yeah. So what's everybody else doing? Anybody working on any cars, any engines, transmissions, Anybody doing the kind of crap that I got to do with that car again, which I'm not really looking forward to. Uh, and then, of course, my TV went on the shits again. You have to click that link later. Yeah, I know. Complete doors. Ah, wait a minute. It might be one guy. I had a problem with him already because they looked like they were rotted out on the bottom. And I told him I don't really need the doors. I just need the glass. That's it. And the guy was a real wise ass to me on a chat log. So I pretty much, told him off, and I guess he thought he was dealing with some chump or punk or something. And I said, man, I'm a lot older than you. I can guarantee that. Oh, okay. 327. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the only thing I got to do on the olds in order to get it to actually run is the external transmission line has a pinhole in it, and every time you put transmission fluid in it, it sprays up on the firewall on the passenger side and around the back part towards the firewall of the wheel well. So, yeah, that's another get up underneath there with your boxer hands, size 12 and a half ring finger, and you know try and squeeze into a little area and try and get that hose out. How far did you get with the 327? I had to make some new lines. Oh, no, no, it's not. I would rather replace the whole dang thing instead of just um, like all the people telling me, "Oh, I'll put a rubber hose on." I'm like, no. How you gonna put it on there anyway? Try JB's link, and I'm doing something wrong. Mm. Yeah, I got a couple of parts that I like the Bel Air fins that I have here behind me. You can see it right. Let's see if I can get my finger in here. Right there. They're for a two door, but complete doors with good glass. Why does it keep disappearing? It don't come back. And attended to look out and took and 65. Oh, okay. Yeah, those trucks are nice. I like the older ones anyway. I go over into Flemington, New Jersey every day to pick up a couple of kids from a technical school that they go to. Yes, I'm a bus driver, folks. I deal with special needs children, believe it or not. Mr. Looking like a hobo here does that for a living. Um, and I'm usually out at 5:30 in the morning, and I don't get back till about 4:30 at night. So I'm driving pretty much all day. I put over 200 miles on that van every day of the week. So except for Saturday and Sunday, that's my time. I used to work for school districts, but I got tired of all the political BS. I had a couple of fallouts with a couple of the principals in the school because they like drama. One actually, when I got divorced, I was talking to a friend of mine who also is into restoring old cars. He likes the old drag strip cars, the funny cars, and stuff like that. Um, he always posts pictures to me. He was a Friend of mine when I was a kid, he lived right behind my parents' house, and I don't ever see him in here though. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just not, up and about or whatever. But he's got some kind of car in his driveway. It's like just a shell. I think it's like something from the UK or something really odd looking. But I don't ever see him putting anything together on it. And he watches all my posts when I post them on Facebook and stuff like that or Instagram. But my name is different on Instagram, and my name is not this on Facebook. So, and there's only a couple people that know me on Facebook who have been in my live at least once or twice, and that's Bob. He's a member of a 57 car club. Go to paste and check. No, you don't have to paste it. I don't think you have to paste it. You just click on it, man. Huh. That's weird because I went and clicked on the link and knocked me right off the line. Yeah, I gotta see if maybe the next time maybe the next time that Buck gets on, I'm gonna click that thing that he uses in order to get online. But how do you connect that with Facebook though? I mean, I guess I gotta ask him that because I don't know how that works either. That's the only reason why I do it this way because I don't know any other way of doing it. And I would like to get it to go on my screen so that way when you guys are doing the chat, I'll be able to see it. I got a 75-inch flat screen sitting over here and it's connected to my phone. So, yeah, I tapped on the link. That's what booted me offline. Bubba didn't know that, but I mean, that's why I said, please don't send me a link when I'm live. Leave it in a comment or something. Because then I just start getting like lost. I don't know what the heck to do. Mm. This channel will teach you all you need to know. Okay. Unfinished. Just do me a favor, like you don't even have to look at a video. Just leave a comment. You know what I mean? And then put that in there so I can actually go through it. It should probably be better if I was actually using my Chromebook, but this is a new phone too, so everything's new. The TV's new, the Chromebook's new, and the cell phone's new. As a matter of fact, I think in order to get online, I actually had to change my password because there was some other kind of, I don't know if it was their robot or whatever when they're watching you to make sure you're doing things legit or not. But they had another icon there or something. Ugh. You can come back to this live after it posts and click on any link. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would assume that the links are all the ones that are in blue, right? Anything that's not is just, I guess your name or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is that now that I have the headliner, I think what I'm going to do is my next video is going to be of that. I'll have to take the stuff out of the car. The tires are all brand new. I'll bring them inside or something, or I'll put them in a laundry room or something like that just to get them from, I don't want them dry rotted. I haven't used them. They're brand new. They still got the stickers on them. And I got my sandblasting stuff out there in the car. It's a whole bunch of stuff in the car. I got to get my welding machine out. Oh, and I want to see where to get one of those, uh, the guns that you use with the welding machine that makes it a nice, uh, what the hell I call it? It doesn't look like you're welding. It looks like you're, seaming metal together. I want to get one of them things, man, because this car looks so much better with that on there than all them little tiny bubbles going in line. I'm not a good welder, so I have a welding machine. The damn thing keeps binding up on me, going through the hose. So I think it would be better off if I had one of those guns. Of course, my welding machine actually has a hook in for gas and everything. So yeah, it's a Lincoln Electric. That's what it is. It's one of the last things my ex-wife bought for me before she left. Well, that and a DeWalt 3500 RPM polisher and some sneakers. But I mean, that's for whatever she put me through, man. It was like not even didn't even break the surface to what she should have owed me. But that's part of the reason why I'm single because like I said, the way women are today, it's not the same as the old days. They don't have the same values as they used to, and a lot of them are very shallow. Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to try and get because I don't want to have to grind everything down, and you know what I'm saying, and it looks like crap because every time I weld, I don't know what the hell to set it to. You know, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't know if it was exposed to moisture, but it was actually not inside. So now it is. Now it's inside the car. I'll just have to get a new line. That's all. And I need to know where the hell I get the damn tips at. I had a whole bag of them. I don't know what the hell happened with them. Yeah, well, we all have to learn, but my thing is that when I did this car, I never went that far in depth with any car. I mean, most things I ever did was, I took the intake manifold off of a car, I removed the lifters and put new lifters in, and removed the bad push rods. Or I've done a timing chain, and a set of gears. Or I removed an oil pump and put a new one in. But these were all separate events. They weren't all in one shot. So with me doing the head gaskets, the pistons, that was a whole new ball game for me. The only thing that I ever had any contact with as far as pistons were the actual connecting rod caps and bearings. That's it. But I just moved on from there and just figured, well, if I can do that kind of stuff, I should be able to do all the other stuff. It shouldn't be a problem. And if I have any questions, I have a friend that has an auto repair shop right up the road. Um, like, most people that don't know anything about pistons or rings or anything like that, they're going to need to ask questions because there's one of the rings has got to be pointed in the right direction. And there's a little dot on it. And if you don't put it up, then you're going to have a problem. And the other ones, it doesn't matter what way you put them. Not on a 57 anyway, not on a 283. But I think it's the middle one. The middle one has got to be has a little dot mark on it, and that dot has to face up. And a lot of people weren't sure about, like what way to turn the piston, but they actually have indicators on the actual piston itself. There's either an arrow or there's some kind of mark or something that's different. Some gloves. Hey, you want to know something? You make fun of that, but you're looking at a guy that was actually a patient care associate for 15 years and was not certified and never got sued and never did anything illegal. So there you go. I'm what they call what the hell they call Einstein of 2022. I may look dumb, but I've got a lot of brains up here. Believe me. No, but I mean, I'm talking about those things that I did. They were all working for. No, I don't think so. No way, man. No, I don't think so. Oh God. God, Jesus, man. Don't do that unfinished. That's messed up. Uh, give people mental pictures and they'd be like, oh, what the hell? Yeah, well, I did stop smoking. You know what it wound up doing? It changed my blood enzymes and it shut my body down. And I wound up in a hospital and had a stent put in my arteries. Not everything is bad for you. Well, it's not great for you either, but I'm just saying, I mean, I tried to quit cold turkey. It didn't work. And I can't quit on a slow term either. I smoke less than a pack a day. I go through a pack every 2 days, not every one day. What's BS? Unfinished. That's like the doctors telling me I'm diabetic. I'm not diabetic, I'm hyperglycemic. Do you know what that is? That's the opposite of a diabetic. But the reactions are pretty much the same. The only difference is I don't need to go to the hospital when my sugar drops off. All I got to do is grab a piece of candy. That's it. When they had me in the hospital for the heart attack, yeah, I know. But see, I'm not you. You can't, and not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's body is built the same way. So that that is not, that doesn't always work for everybody. I mean, it may have worked for you. That's great. I tried it and it didn't work. So. But I know that like I said, it shut my body down. And when I did that, I put my body in shock. So, that was part of it. The other part is cholesterol. That's a given thing. But they even turned around and told me my blood enzymes, they changed because, my body wasn't ready for that. It was like, sitting there getting 220 volts put through your body, and you're not prepared for it. So that's, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can take this with me. I want to go make myself a cup of coffee. Bring y'all into my messy kitchen. I got to figure out a place to put this, though. That's going to be on them days where I don't want to get out of bed. All right, let's see. I guess this will work right here. No, not espresso. Yeah, it is. It's actually an espresso machine. Yes, but I just got it today, so and I gotta clear out stuff out here in the kitchen. So but right now, I just want to get a cup of coffee. Hey, single guy, his own place. I buy what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I do what I want when I want to. Nobody to answer to. The one I answer to is my boss that pays me every other week. So, let's see. I just went out and bought a whole bunch of stuff from. I keep buffering and in and out. Oh man, you got a bad internet connection in there, buddy. That's what you're dealing with. Oops. No, I got what is that? Coffee grind. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, I don't like to chew my coffee. Plus, the other thing is that I actually have I have Christmas gifts here for my siblings too. So that's waiting for Christmas so I can get rid of them. As I went out and bought what was it? One of those the air fryer ovens with the French doors, stainless steel casings. I got what was it? Baking glass pans. And these things. What the hell I call these? These little freaking storage things, the little Rubbermaid things. They got the little lids that go underneath and they snap together, so they're not all over the place. And oh God, smoke 4 packs a day. How the hell is he breathing? Shit. Yeah, they say when somebody's actually talking too much, that's smoking too much. Coming for a breath of air. Shit, I like to breathe a little bit at least anyway. Yeah. Oh, nope, 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 nope. There it is. Okay. Ah. Well, let's see. What that time is it? Oh, it's on 7 o'clock. Go this way a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's like me. I used to be a farmer too, man. I used to work for a farm out in PA. Did all the pig pen manure removal and cow pies and the pens and all that and cleaning the cows off and all that other crap and getting the fields ready for seeds and all that other stuff. So yeah, I've been all through that. But I should say that as far as the car thing is concerned, I really can't say that I'm not educated in it because when I was 16, the first thing that I took apart was I think it were the third generation Firebirds, the Knight Rider ones, and the Pontiac Fieros. We learned how to take those apart when I was 16, all the way down to the unibody construction because they didn't have frames on those. Yeah, but you know what? With the coffee, it doesn't really affect me. You know what I mean? I mean, unless I'm gonna have it after 8 o'clock, I'm not sitting here, chugging it. But I don't really drink either, so and I have a tendency to try and stay away from red meat because that's not really good for you. Uh, Poultry, yeah, that's okay. I mean, ham is red meat, but I mean, you have to eat that very sparingly because it's not really good for you. Oh, I had a '64 Beetle. It had a 1600 cc with two-barrel carburetors, one on each end, and it had a Hirsch shifter. Actually, I think if you look through my videos on my channel, you'll see that. There's a little comic relief one too. The picture quality is really horrible, but I'm playing the part of a hillbilly, Ehaw, you know. And my ex-wife's son came up to the car and he goes, "What you doing?" I said, "Hell, I'm driving my car." Some crazy shit like that. And I said to him, I says, it's something like you have to watch the video. I can't really redo it. It's like one of those things that I was caught on video while it was happening. It was perfect and it was like totally idiotic and it was funny as hell. Got to look for a very poorly done video with a red '64 Beetle with black spots on it. That was me driving. There's another video of me driving a '70 Nova and spinning the tires in the snow, but as soon as it gets on the pavement, it stopped. And what the heck was the other one? There was another video too. I can't remember what the hell it is. But some of them are pretty funny. It's just like some of the stupid things I do, like microbus. Yeah, yeah. But how many windows did it have in it, mofo? I know, but how many windows? I know what a VW is. Was it like the Safari bus, or was it like the ones with all the window around it, with the pop out windshield and all that, or was it a newer one? Yeah, well, we got 5 people back here. Yeah, we're coming up on an hour, folks. With a matter of what was it, 10 minutes knocked out of it. Was not a sit windshield. Oh, split. Okay. And no pop top. Okay, so it probably looked like the split windshield ones, though, right? But it just didn't have all those windows, but the same style, right? Let's see. My first car that I was a drive that was a driver that I bought. I think I was 17 years old. I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey at the time, and this guy down the street had a blue 1970. Get this, guys. Dodge Challenger. Okay, Hemi RT 426 with a blown trans. How much it cost me to replace that trans? $289. And then I had a swarm of people trying to surround my car to try and rob it. And I know what kind of engine was in that thing. To say the least, as soon as they got up on the car and I burned rubber, they scattered. That was it. Yeah, the thing is I work on GMs. I have the 57 Chevy and I got, the Oldsmobile. They're both GM products. But I have a Jeep, which is a 5 speed, it's 2016. The company that I work for, they gave me a retired school vehicle, which is a 2006 Chrysler Town and Country. I have my mother's PT Cruiser that she bought brand new before she passed away, and of course the company vehicle is the same thing. It's a Dodge or a Chrysler. So the only reason why I won't buy an old Dodge, like 70s and stuff like that, is because they're ridiculous. There's nothing left to them, and people think that they're worth a fortune. I would rather wind up with a four-door '57 Chevy. You know, and the Oldsmobile that was given to me for free. That costed me nothing. Lady sent it up here to have me do some work on it, and then she got sick, and she sent me up the title and the keys, and she said, "Good luck." You know, she towed the car up here too. I didn't even have to do that. So, all right, man. We'll see you later. Unfinished. Stay frosty too. Nice and cold. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I guess a lot of people like the darts and the swingers and all that. I'm not really into that. I never liked that. I always thought the dart and the swingers looked like the AMC Pacer. They were ugly to me. Either they were just very blasé. You know how like the '80s had the Volvo wagon, and they stayed that same boring style forever, and they didn't change. Well, the dart and the swinger are pretty much the same thing. They stayed the same. They didn't change. It's like Dodge ran out of an imagination, and they couldn't do something more sporty looking. Um, Only the higher price cars were, you know, imagination. Like the Superbird, the Super B, the Challenger, the Charger. Their body styles were more of a sports car than, I hate to say it, but the darts usually look to me like Grandma Moses' car or grocery getter car. Uh, I don't know. Everybody used to say that the Gremlin was a good looking car too. Yeah, but they don't do nothing for me. I mean, that's great and all. I mean, some people like it. I guess it's an acquired taste. My thing is, if I'm going to go and get into a Mopar, it's going to be a Challenger, a Super B, a Coronet, um, or a Charger. You know. And the one thing that when I bought my Charger, my 2010 Charger, the one thing I was really upset about is back then in the day, Chargers were not four doors; they were two doors. They didn't give you that option. And I felt like I was driving around in Grandma's grocery getter. Yeah, so did the 1972 Ford Gran Torino. The front of it looked like a double-eyed, two eyes in the front with a big old pufferfish mouth. But even that car was a nice car. It was big. And I can't stand small cars anyway because I can't fit in them. But see, that's the thing is like, I own like I said, the '57 Chevy. It's before my time. I'm only 53, man. I was born in '69. Okay, so the '57. I know my father and my grandfather. They had the LaSalles and all that other stuff, and they had the Buicks and everything, and they had the some of the really rare stuff. But I figured, I mean, I had a '55 Packard 400, and I had another '69 Olds, and then most of my cars were like '70s and '60s. The only Mopar I ever had that I wish I'd never got rid of was the '70, because that was an RT, and it was a 426, and it was blue with black interior. You know, my wife used to have the hell was it, a Toyota Celica convertible. That thing was so tiny, I felt like I was in one of those Miatas. Yeah, Cuda's good too. That's another car. Yes, Cuda is a good. Yep, they're good cars because they had a body style too. But like I said, they were trying to come back in 2008 when Dodge was, commercializing the Challenger again, and they were trying to come back. I seen things all over the internet that they were trying to, make a pass with Dodge and everything else. Their Cuda design was like off the wall. It was like, but it looked like an old style Cuda. And the only difference was, is I think I saw it had bumpers on it. Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is now? Those guys with these cars like the '57 Chevy, for some reason they're popping up all over the place. So before you know it, these people are going to pull all these cars out of the barns and all, on these landfills or whatever you want to call it, or junkyards, and they're not going to have any value because there's going to be so many of them again. People are putting LS motors in them, 350s, and stuff like that. I'm like, my whole thing is like I'm very old fashioned when it comes to cars. I like to keep the original stock stuff in it. If it was made from the factory and it was put in the car from the factory, that's what should be in it. Now, if you want to get something that'll blow something off the street, get a '69 Olds with a 455 rocket. That's a 7.5. That's pretty damn big. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did see some of the older ones. There was a body shop over in Booton, and this guy had, but I think it was a 4 door. I don't think it was a 2 door. The Dart that he had, and it was an older one. I think it was like a '65 or something like that, or '64. But it did have a different. It was like the front end was like, your headlights are here, but it was like slanted like this, and then the hood came over the top of it. You know what the other thing is too is the Duster and the Demon. And then you have do you guys follow Poor Boy's Garage? He's the one he's a total Mopar head. He's into all the old stuff. Like, if he can't afford like a Charger or something like that, he'll get a Sebring, an old Mopar Sebring or something like that, and he'll fix it up. He's done that, and he actually has, um I think it's a '68 or a '69. He went down in the Mopar No Name Nationals. He has a big yellow car, and it has the Roadrunner Looney Tunes thing on the side of it, and it says beep beep. Yeah, it's a big yellow car. He's a friend of mine. His name is Brad. Yeah, I know he is. Yep, yep. I'm still trying to get some stickers. See, when I get stickers from you guys, I'm going to be putting them on my '57 Chevy. So your names are all going to be like displayed for everybody to see too. And I want to put on the back window of my '57 the YouTube thing with my name on it. So it'll be like the little square with the white triangle, and then my name down below. And then your stickers will be going on, all the windows and for the back doors. They'll be going on both sides of the back doors, so that way people can see them too. But I haven't gotten a single thing from anybody, so I don't know, what's the deal with that. I haven't done any what I call merch or anything like that because I'm living on budget my own, you know, and I mean, if you're making $100,000 a year or whatever, hooray for you. But I'm not making that kind of money. All right, I'll leave me a comment and I'll give you the address. Okay. And then maybe next year, if I can get the olds running, maybe I can, haul that down to no name nationals. Yeah, I know you guys got buyers for that stuff, but I don't even know how to start that, even if I did. But really, I wasn't into going onto YouTube to sell merch. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all these fake people that were. I actually did what they call uh, videos on busting some of the fake people that were saying their houses were haunted and all that other stuff. And I showed people how it was done with fishing line. You know how like a cabinet drawer opens up, and then what was the other thing? What was it? They had a book inside of a end table, in the living room, and it had a closed door. Hey, Alan's Card Stuff. Welcome to the live. My name's Rich. In case you don't know it, Rich 220 Automotive Restorations. Um, but they had a what was it, a fishing line, a piece of fishing line hooked to a book, and they put it in an end table and had a door on it. And the guy was saying that things were flying out of the cabinets and his house was haunted and all this other stuff. He was involved in a lot of he was involved in a lot of movie props and things like that. So everybody knew right off the bat he was fake. Okay, and the same old lost puppy look on his face was like enough for me to know that he was phony. And I just like did the same thing that these guys did, with a drawer. I hooked a piece of fishing line to it, pulled the drawer open, closed it. The end table, I had the fishing line hooked around a book, and I closed the door on the end table and showed it flying out with the door opening up. What the hell was it? My refrigerator. I had, did the same thing with that door, but the door handle on that. I tied fishing line around that and opened it up and closed it. And then I did what I call two high back bar stool chairs that I have in the kitchen. I did it with one with the fishing line, and then I did it with two with the fishing line. And this guy was sitting there saying the chairs were moving because his house was haunted, and the chairs actually got thrown at him. I'm like, what a nut. So literally, what all only thing I did was I disproved his so-called ghost theory that it was fake from the word go. He even had ladders that were falling over on his Corvette, and I did the same thing. My father had an aluminum ladder, and what I did was I leaned it up against the carport, and I attached some fishing line to it, and showed everybody that the ladder can come off of the carport and bob and weave back and forth, and go back where it was with fishing line. But those are the fun things, It's like, but these people, they were literally like milking people for money. The one guy turned around and said that Um, his audience shouldn't feel like they're privileged to be taking his money. I'm like, first of all, let's reinstate that. Um, you're taking their money. They're not taking your money. So, hello. But that's kind of thing that really turned me off about doing the merch and all that other stuff. So I'm really not into that. I'm really just what I'm into making friends, yes. Okay. But I'm not I'm into showing people, hey Bear Rose, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you make it here to my live. I know I haven't done one in a long time, but yeah. But my whole thing is with the cars is to pretty much try and, even though the film footage isn't good, because I can't get the camera position right. I'm not good with a camera. I mean, not as far as making movies, but as far as taking pictures, yes, I can take great pictures, no problem. All right, hang on a second. Hold on. Slow up, everybody. There you go. There you go, buddy. I got you as a moderator. Not that you have me on one as yours. So keep that in mind. Only thing I see is report, uh, whatever. Mm. But I'm hoping that when I do the headliner, like I want to actually get it real good footage of me doing it. You know what I mean? Like, so I got to take all the debris, everything out of the car. You know what I mean? In order to get a clear, decisive shot of everything that I'm doing, because I want people to see how you can do this. A lot of people, they rather just take the car to a reupholsterer and have them do it. Oh, and ironically, um, if any of you guys have ever seen any of my door panels, anybody? Hello? Hello? The door panels that I made were with the original principles in mind of the original design. There are there are pictures that I have all over the place. Oh, will you stop it? But you never gave me one, huh? What the hell's with that? Heck, even Buck, he never gave me one either. Or JB. No, but what I was saying, as far as the door panels are concerned, I cut the from visually looking at it, I cut the patterns out and then stitched them together with um, upholsterer's thread. It's thicker thread than regular thread that you would buy at the store. Like, if I were to stitch the stuff together with the thread that I had bought with the sewing machine, it wouldn't hold. It would not hold. They make that stuff too weak. And these come on little tiny spools, are only about like that big. But the thread is really heavy duty. I used to work with a reupholsterer too. See, I didn't know that either. I worked for one in Elizabeth, and that was on Broad Street by the train station, and that place was called Vision Systems. And the last place that I did with him before he got arrested for crack cocaine and illegal possession of a gun was La Casa Maria Restaurant in King of Prussia, PA. Yeah, we did the bar stools. We did the padding that people put their elbows on when they're at the bar. We did the tables. We did the booths, all that stuff. We did it all like one night. We started, as soon as they closed, and we got done, like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we were on our way back to Elizabeth. But that's where I got the experience from, doing the reupholstering on my car, and that's why I'm going to redo the seats too. There's a shop right down over in Netcong. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some of the foam from this guy, so I could fill in the seats where the springs are a little bit, depressed. And Yeah, I actually have a sewing machine in here, but I don't know how to spool it. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, you know. And the other thing I did was I worked for another guy in Wayne, New Jersey, but he didn't have any company name. It was just a guy named Vinny, and he did boat covers and canopies, and they were made out of Texas canvas and little snaps. So part of the snap was attached to the boat, and the other part of the snap was attached to the Texas canvas. So when it was done being stitched and the pattern was all drawn out and everything, and the cover was done, all you had to do was snap the cover onto the boat all the way around it in order to seal it up. And the stuff was weatherproof. It was like really heavy duty material. You know, you wouldn't have to worry about getting in there next year and wind up having a puddle on the floor. But we also did the New York City double decker tour buses, the red ones. They had a canopy up top. We redid the canopies on them buses as well. So, yeah, that's where I got my experience from. Where um, doing reupholstering. So that's why I do mine, and I don't have somebody else do it. Same thing with the paint. Like what I didn't grind everything off the car. What I did was I sanded it roughly, and then when I got to a finer thread or finer grit, what I did was I started priming it, and then I kind of scuffed that a little bit just so that way the paint would stick, and then I did the painting. Well, that went out. Okay, so much for that. Let's see what the fifth. I had a 52 Plymouth, and I got that out of a junkyard that had no floors in the front. The front seat was sitting on frame rails. Okay. Uh, let's see. The gas tank had tar in it. I mean, it was black. So yeah, that car needed a lot of help. And what was it? After I had gotten it, I found out that they took the connecting rod caps off of it, and they tossed four of them. Oh no, five of them in a chuck full of nuts coffee can and threw it in the back trunk. The caps and the bearings. But they took the number three and they tossed it. So what I did was I got the casting number off of the connecting rod itself and gave it to a friend of mine who ran Wagner Industries, and he was doing all sorts of shit for NASA and everything else. He was making like these carbon things and all this other crap. Um, he actually located me the connecting rod with the cap and told me that I should put the rod in, with the cap on it. Well, here's the funny thing about that. It's the same casting number. So I put the cap on the connecting rod that was in the car. And I put the connecting rod somewhere else that I got with it. Car ran. It was not a problem with it. Um, Wagons. Uh, that's a little before my time there, Barrows. That's actually a lot before my time. I mean, the last time I seen any horse and buggies was down in Amish country in PA. That's it. All right, I think we're getting thinned out here. I think we're going to call it a night, guys. Thanks everybody for showing up on the spur of the moment, and I'm going to do more of these, probably a lot more often than I have been. It was good seeing you too, man. And you guys keep in contact. Don't forget to leave me a comment every now and then. That way, I know um, I know you're still there. And I think we're going to call it a quits for the night and let everybody get to dinner or whatever they got to do because I'm sure they got to do other things. and they ain't got time to sit here talking to me all night. So, no, not a problem. Not a problem. Um, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do it. And if you have a private account, unprivatize it, because what happens is YouTube removes you from my sub list. That's what they're doing. And right now, I would have had at least probably about 250 subscribers, and I only have 219. So, and all of you that have subscribed, thank you very much, and thank you for showing up on my live. Thanks for chatting with me, and we're going to do this again very soon. All right, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Bye.